TV.
Every day I hustle, I'm grinding, stacking my paper up. Damn, just got a paper cut, bars hit like an uppercut. For niggas who talk too much haters, just wanna rock with us. Graduated with honors, I'm finished school. Popular interview after interview, different lanes and avenues hitting these platforms. Any youngers, the bills is due. Ain't no need to deny it, the city good, don't divide it. All of this segregation just leave room for hating. We on the R-I-Z-E. We on the R-I-Z-E. We on the
on the Rise TV with another dope ass episode. We got a double header for y'all tonight, man. So make sure y'all go ahead and share it live right now. It's about to go down. You know what I mean? We got two indie artists, man, gonna be in the building on the Rise TV. Hey, yo, and thank God, nigga, I'm back on the set on the Rise TV. You know what I mean? It's been a long time waiting, but I'm back on the motherfucking set, man. So make sure y'all tap in with me. Go find and follow me right now. You know what I mean? On Instagram, MazzyBracken18. That's M-A-Z-2-E's B-R-A-C. 2 C's, KIN18. Find me on Facebook, Mazerati Santana. Tap in with my motherfucking Gmail on the Rise TV at gmail.com. You know what I mean? So make sure you tap in with me right now and share the motherfucking live. Y'all subscribe to the channel because it's about to go down. You know what I mean? But like I said, we got a double header for y'all tonight, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up one of the artists, man. He's a dope artist. You feel what I'm saying? He's a dope artist. You know what I mean? Also was at my album release party. You feel what I'm saying? This man showed me major support when we was even building up PMP, fitness-minded people. He always showed me support. You feel what I'm saying? So you've seen him on season 1. Came back on season 1 for the second time. Now he's coming back on season 2 for the first time. So y'all already know what fucking time it is, man. Listen, if y'all seen the flyer earlier, y'all know who's gonna be on this show. You know what I mean? Let's stop the hate. Let's start congratulating some of these motherfucking artists. Start sharing their shit. That's why they ain't made it yet, because you ain't sharing their shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you already know what time it is. I'm gonna bring my nigga up right now, man. You already fucking know what it is. Without further ado, man, my nigga Code Red. Where you at? Yeah. Let's go. Code Red. It's official. I done lived through the storm with the rain on. Sitting right in the booth, put your shades on. Let's get an elevator to another level, man. It's like I'm walking on stilts the way I do it, man. Yeah. I need the house with the roof and the ceiling missing. The marble floors with the stones just to wash cars. The diamond bracelet on my wrist just to make it shine. I need a better life, man, just to call it mine. With the platform lights, with a light switch. Red light illuminated for the night shit. Don't ever see me down, only elevated, man. It's like I'm famous Da Vinci, you get the picture, man? I need a bigger, better things in my life, man. Tired of walking through this life in this quicksand. Time to elevate my life, time to get it right. Time to paint a better picture, get my vision right. It's like I'm looking through glass, trying to catch the real. It's like a fish when you see it, got a hook and grill. I could never see my face and it gave them chills. I'm birds from the bottom of the barrel, so you know that I keep it real. Glass half full, man, you gotta fill it up. It's like a man with no weight, you gotta pick it up. Double touching on this block when I spit these tracks. Like I stepped on a crack and I broke your back. My flow stretch out like 10 packs when I spit. Just so cats really bleed when I'm spitting this. If you open up your mind, you can see my pain. It's like a Ray Charles crossed over in the pen. But I can't leave the vibe, so I leveled up. Got my vision on my side, so I'm big enough. I'm in a Holyfield, Mike Tyson ready, man. Like I'm Buster Douglas hitting with these bombs, man. Broke pockets never win, man, that's who's strange. Good with that lint in your pocket, not the same. You gotta open up and see a better vision, man. It's like I'm lost in the sauce, I need a bigger pan. I need the bigger, better things in my life, man. Tired of walking through this life in this quicksand. Time to elevate my life, time to get it right. Time to paint a better picture, get my vision right. These cats think they get money, they just shredding bank. I'm trying to move from a private to a sergeant rank. Restructure my whole perspective of this life, man. It's like popping off the top when you sipping and you drinking on that Sprite, man. I see the game left, man, when I'm looking right. How we overlook the frame in the picture bright. Lord, take me if you need a better vision, man. I got that 20/20 vision for these cats, man. These cats about chasing, man, like they only fame. Been holding on mic like it's the only chance. People think they control the things they can see me. Tired of another ice, man, that's me. Many years never balance on the weight scale. Putting balls in these verses like it's postmail. Open door policy when I spit these balls. You can open up the door, I sit in the car. Heated seats when I sit down and recline. Butterfly goes up when I spit these rhymes. You ain't Prada or Gucci unless you made back. I ain't spitting the fiction, I'm spitting straight facts. I need the bigger, better things in my life, man. Tired of walking through this life in this quicksand. Time to elevate my life, time to get it right. Time to paint a better picture, get my vision right. We gotta get some vision. Cold red. Yeah. Bigger and better things, man. Yeah. We here now. Yeah. Let's go. You already know what it is, man. Look, one more time, man. Give it up for my motherfucking nigga Cold Red. Hey, I salute you. How you feeling?
Feel good, man.
You feeling good? All right, that's what it is.
Better than I did all week.
Absolutely. Man, listen, welcome back to the show on the Rise TV.
Oh, yeah.
Season 2, though. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of shit going on season 2. You feel me? But I do want to tell the people one more time that you was on season 1. And you came back on season 1, now you back on season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Let the people know, man, for every any new viewers out there right now that's tapped in with us, let them know where they can find and follow you at right now, bro.
You can find me on Facebook under Christopher Bailey from North Carolina. You can find me on all major platforms as The Guard, Code Red. You can find all my music that way. Tap in with me.
That's a fact, man. So let's talk Code Red, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a double header tonight. This shit about to get crazy. So we're gonna talk about Code Red for a little bit. All right, Code Red. So let's let the people know, man. Like, let's go to the backstory, to the beginning on the journey of Code Red. Let's talk about the name first, though. Okay. We got to get into the name Code Red. What's up?
Code Red, like I mentioned before, it's something I put together when I was in high school. You know, I had to come up with a concept, a name. So I went with Code Red, and later on down the line, I added some stuff. You know, the Guard, Code Red, aka the Surgeon. I added all that because, you know, I researched, I looked into things. So I had to separate myself from everybody else that was called Code Red. So that's why right now I go by the Guard, Code Red.
There's a lot of niggas named Code Red.
Oh yeah.
Damn. That's why y'all need to get y'all fucking name copyrighted, man.
Yeah.
Y'all better tap in with the paperwork, man. For real, for real. All right, so Code Red, you know, you had to go by the Guard. You feel me? You wanted to separate yourself. I understand that. All right, so when did you first hit the music platform, though?
I hit it. I probably hit it when I really got down here. Before I got down here, I was just like a house rapper or whatnot. I didn't really get into too much music. I did it, but it was in the house. And then I linked up with hip hop cinema, and they kind of pulled me out of the house scene and put me in front of the people.
Shout out to hip hop cinema. You talking about D-Walk and all of them?
Yes, sir.
So you was with hip hop cinema?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy right there, man. That's what it is, though. So, like, okay, so when you was with hip hop cinema, that's like a group.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you like become solo?
I became solo probably right around the time when it was probably about 2 or 3 years ago. I kind of separate. I didn't really separate from them. We just had different visions. You know what I'm saying? I still represent them. They still represent me, and we got nothing but love.
Facts.
It's just we were going in 2 different directions. That's all that was.
But it's still all love.
Absolutely, that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get deeper into you though.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, we got a double header, man. Like this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna get crazy. I also want to say this too. You a strong brother.
Try it.
You know what I'm saying? And you help support other artists, bro. You know what I mean? You from Fayetteville.
Originally, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but I've been out here for like almost 17 years. That's I'm from Philly. Yeah, a long time.
That's what it is, man. But listen, I want you to sit tight. I'm gonna bring up my next guest.
Okay.
This shit about to get crazy though. You know what I mean? I'm gonna bring up my next guest, man. You know what I mean? Just meeting this brother right now. You know what I mean? But looking at the content, this nigga is dope. He was on the top 6 countdown last night. Yeah. So I do want to announce that though. We did the top 6 countdown last night on the Rize TV. We're gonna keep this rolling every Monday. You feel what I'm saying? The top 6 countdown. You know what I mean? And that was hosted by my nigga Focus. And also shout out Scoop Daho for the winning team. Salute y'all brothers for making that happen last night. But you already know what it is, man. Without further ado, I want to bring up my nigga RRBG, Duce.
Boy, you hit the road with the lows and codeine. They know I get them go, bitch, I'm on in my city. Feel like I was born, how I roll through these ditches. Get your thumbs, split the trip, bitch, I roll with it. It's a high out, I'm home for the split. It's hot inside the trap, they on the stove in the kitchen. It was homes in the ceiling, they ain't know what we feeling. I got money in my pocket, put some more in my britches. I'm a dog, yeah, real trap, nigga. Tell my handling this shit, the bitch and flip that pack, nigga. Tell my all they in the truth, just tryna make that sense. I'm looking like the last nigga, she know I'm a cash giver. Like Cinderella, girl, I got your glass slip. I might wanna split some cash with you, might wanna split this bag with you. You don't need no BBL, girl, I can make that ass thick up. Everybody from the back, I bet I make that ass bigger. Better wonder how you get it, go. Bust it down, finish to it, drop it down, get it, drop it, give it, feel like the worker out with it. We ain't fuck around with it. When they pass it down, this shit ain't like just right now. Yeah, turn around, keep a lot around with it. You won't play, we clip it. You might go drink on 60. You know it's just be loud with it. I know that smoke in the crowd, nigga. Keep everyone around the bitch. Niggas in my feelings. They know they hit the road with the low, say go get it. They know I get them gone, bitch. I'm on in my city. Feel like I was gone, how I roll through these ditches. Get your thumbs, get the trip, bitch, I'm rolling with it. It's a hot out, it's hot inside the trap, they on the stove in the kitchen. It was homes in the ceiling, they ain't know what we feeling. I got money in my pocket, put some more in my britches. I'm a dog, yeah, nigga, yeah, real trap, 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 nigga, yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's get it.
What's happening?
Welcome to the show. What's happening with you, homie? How you feeling?
Feeling good.
That's what it is, man. Listen, for everybody don't know who RRBG is right now, man, please announce yourself to the people. Tell them where to find and follow you at.
Yeah, you can find me anything. Just type in RRBG DUCE. You know what I'm saying? Get on Instagram. Put in DUCE_RRBG RRBG. Y'all know me.
Facts.
Hey.
That's what it is, man. I told you we had a double header. We got the Kid Code Red and we got RRBG Duce in the motherfucking building on the Rize TV. It's your first time being on the Rize season 2. You know what I mean? So that's dope right there in itself. We just gonna jump right in with you though. You feel what I'm saying? Code Red, we're gonna come right back to you. But we wanna know as far as like what is RRBG?
I want to know what RRBG mean.
Yeah, what's that, bro?
It's that for real rubber band gang. You know what I'm saying? It's self-explanatory. If you want to check it out, go to our YouTube channel, Real Rubber Band Gang. You know what I'm saying? Y'all find out everything.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
How long you been doing music?
I mean, this is a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been doing it my whole life. the birds are being real. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get real life accounts when y'all listen to my music. You know what I'm saying? So check that out. Real Road Bang Gang.
Absolutely. Correct. What you thought about that record right there?
I thought it was dope. I thought it was real dope.
Facts.
Something you rarely hear. He had the beat. He had everything together with it. The energy was right. I liked it.
A lot of energy. You know, you be on those music reviews too. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of energy though, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it though, coming on this show, man, like you meet so many dope artists, you know what I mean, locally that you don't even really know. You know what I mean? And like niggas really got talent out here in the field. You know what I mean? So let me get a hand one time for the field. You know what I mean? One time for the field, you know what I mean? You know, I be saying, look, I be having everybody say that when I'm doing those virtual interviews. You gotta say for the field one time. That's what we at. That's what we repping. You feel me? So Duce, like coming on to the music scene, did you start by yourself or you came in with a group?
I mean, I'm be real with you. I started by myself. I came in with a group, came back to the drawing board, and then I came up with an empire. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how we rock it right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just me. That's why the RRBG in front of me. That's my team. You know what I'm saying? Gang in me.
Absolutely.
It's all of it.
Absolutely. And where you from, bro?
I'm from Road.
Shout out to the Merc. Salute to the Merc one time, man. That's what it is though. Like, cause I like your music. Like I said, you was on the top 6 countdown last night. You feel me?
Appreciate the love too. Shout out Focus. You know what I'm saying? He put me in there.
What was the name of that video right there?
That was that's my song called Windmill. That's another unreleased single. You know what I'm saying? I put the visual out there so y'all can know I'm still working. You know what I'm saying? But we just came in on, but had me so turned up. But right now I'm turned up still from that song. I ain't heard that shit in a minute. That's another unreleased track. That shit called Real Trap. That's coming at y'all. You know what I'm saying? This summer I'm about to come ahead. But we coming with the visual. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was.
Facts. That's what it is. Cool Red. So with you coming back in the game, bro, like when you transferred out of hip hop cinema and now you on your platform by yourself, what was the first step that you took for being solo?
Understanding myself as an artist and learning, you know, not to follow what everybody else is doing, but find your own sound. So I had to pretty much take what I like in life and put it into my music. I like motivating people. I like helping people reaching that new level in their life and overcoming obstacles. So, you know, and I learned that being a trainer. I like being a trainer. So I said, if you like being a trainer, why don't you take that same attitude that you have as a trainer and put that into your music? And that's how I got songs like My Fears, Bigger and Better Things, stuff like that.
Now, like, did you want to go solo at that point in time? Or?
I mean, I've always been like in a mind state where it was just like me against the world. This is how I looked at it. But you know, I incorporate everybody in everything that I'm doing. So whenever they think of Code Red, I don't want them to just think of me, but everybody I'm affiliated with. Like right now, I'm trying to open records. I also, you know, I blend in with y'all with BMP, and I incorporate a whole lot of people like Country Shots, Dustin Graphics. You know, these are people that are a big part of my music, like Cliff, who makes my hoodies and stuff like that. But we a team all together because we just bringing all these brands together, you know, under one roof, and that's pretty much what it is. It's just like Walmart. Walmart got it is a brand itself, but it got, you know, over 1,000 other brands underneath it.
Absolutely. And Duce, when you hear things like this, like when you hear another indie artist, bro, you know what I mean? You're on an interview with me also alongside with Code Red. And you hear him talk about like how he was with a group. And then he transferred out of the group, you feel what I'm saying, to start beginning his solo career. And like how he had to, you know, take the first step. Like, what do you think about for artists that be with groups and then they, you know, they do their own solo thing?
It ain't really like no disrespect to it. Y'all was already grinding together type shit. That's how I feel.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just making sure, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was already grinding shit type shit together and you know took footsteps to get you to another platform and ain't nobody following suit type shit, you can't keep spoon feeding motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know you gonna break away. If not, they'll be with you type shit. It's either you go ahead and keep on working and then they just fall off, or you let them know beforehand before they be leaving. Hey, fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's all business. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck up your money.
So here's a question for both of you. What is the main thing to look for in groups? Well, let me rephrase that. What is the main thing to be careful of when you're dealing with a group? Yeah,
the main thing to be careful of.
Yeah, the main thing.
The main thing to be careful of is the motherfucker that don't want to work. Just straight like that. If y'all working for a greater goal and everybody around know what the hell's going on, everybody putting their hand in. You know what I'm saying? You can look around and see a motherfucker that's just sitting there riding along.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker that don't want to work, oh, that's gonna be big. Like a Zoom boy. Don't do it, though. And nah, the real. You wear a motherfucker that don't want to work. Because you can't do nothing with it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They will not be elite.
Absolutely. What's your take, Cole?
Well, for me, really, it's being on the same page. You got to be on the same page. You got to have the same vision, and really with a group, you know, y'all got to work in accordance all together towards the growth of the whole group, rather than somebody, you know, trying to stick out above the other person, and just work as a unit to do what it is that you got to do.
You know what? I would say my take on it. Both of y'all are right. You feel what I'm saying? Look for people that you know that's not gonna work. Now, I'm not saying eliminate these people, but I'm saying you got to put them in somewhere where they can do what they need to do. Absolutely.
Everybody got that's how.
Because you got to think about it. If you were a group, then the whole group is a machine, right?
Yeah.
So you got to look at it like a boat. Somebody gonna put the oil in there. You know what I mean? Somebody the head gasket.
Somebody got,
you know what I'm saying?
Somebody got to be the little boat. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That make one more.
Also,
the nigga ain't gonna work, gonna blow the head gasket.
It also takes a lot of dedication, man.
Absolutely.
You can't back out when things get rough. You got to stick with it, man, and communicate and talk to each other or whatnot, you know, and work things out and have a perspective of where each and every single person in that group wants to go from the beginning, you know.
Absolutely. And you know, Cole Red, look, I'm gonna ask you something, bro. Like, you know, because I know you've been dealing with battles. You know, let's talk about something that you just went through. You was in a hospital. I think this is your first day out of the hospital when you landed on my couch.
Yes, sir.
On the Rize TV. So that was dedication. Let's just talk about that briefly, though.
Well, basically, you know, I had this lump that was on my chin for the longest time, but it didn't hurt me. So I disregarded it. I kept doing what it is that I had to do because I didn't want to slow down my progress. But eventually, it slowed me down anyway. So, I mean, the biggest key about that is getting to it before it becomes an issue. But I wound up having that, and then they had to stick a straw on my chin and drain all the stuff out because I got an infection. And once I got that infection, you know, I couldn't. All my glands swelled up and everything. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. So that's when I had decided to go to the hospital, and they told me I was septic. That's what they told me, and I was like, I didn't know what that meant at the time. But they said, well, if you didn't come to the hospital when you did, you might not be here. And I was like, well, dang.
So at that moment right there, like, what did that change anything for you in your career, your life?
No. I don't think it changed anything. Because the biggest thing about me, like every day that I operate, you know, I work with a mind state where I'm working towards, you know, everybody got to go sometime. And that's why I make the music that I make. And I build a legacy that can be left when I'm gone. So, you know, it's an accomplishment when it comes to that time, you know, when it's time for me to go. And I cherish every moment, every song, every beat, every lyric, because that's all that's going to be left of me when I'm gone.
Absolutely. So what made you like accept the interview when you know you should be home? Probably, you know what I mean? Like, if you got a family at home, which I know you do, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your family members will be like, look, I think you just get out of the hospital, you need to chill. But what made you get up here tonight? Because you didn't have to, but you did, bro. So that's what I want to know. That's what the people want to know. Let's tap in and knew, you know what I'm saying, the situation that you was going through. So what really made you come up here tonight?
I mean, it's dedication. You got to stay on the clock with this, and it's supply and demand. So if somebody has, a demand for me to do something or a demand for me to be there, you got to represent that. As an artist, you got to live and breathe this thing and everything that you do all day, every day, regardless of whatever else you do. When it comes to that, like they call you, you got to go, man. You got to put in the work, and it's going to be like that at the top. When you get to the top, it's going to be from one thing to another. You're going to be on a plane. You go to this interview, then you got to get on another plane the same day to go to a performance, get off the stage, and then fly overnight to get to the next interview the next morning.
That's what you call work. You feel me? Hey, dudes, have you ever had a downtime, like where you had to bounce back in shape or anything like that?
My downtime don't be too much down. You know what I'm saying? I got to roll with the place. But like down, like hospital wide, you know what I'm saying? I flipped in the car, you know what I'm saying? But I was still moving after then, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, I even got shot in the leg, you know what I'm saying? But I was still moving after then, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't try to be down. I'm the type, tell my head, my brain tell my body ain't nothing wrong with me. That's what I'm saying. I got to keep going.
So it's a mental thing, really.
It's a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? I read into some shit like probably in middle school with the samurais and shit. And they say they imagine a million of themselves inside of themselves fixing the wound whenever they got done get hurt.
Hold on, wait, what you say? You said a million?
All right, so look.
A million of them.
Yeah, imagine you turn yourself into a million you. So they got to be small as hell on the inside of your body, like type shit. You get hurt, you get cut or something. This is what the samurais think. You get cut, you know what I'm saying? Now, a million of me on the inside, we about to fix this wound. If you don't heal in a few days. So in the back of my head, you know what I'm saying? Shit might sound crazy or some shit, but in the back of my head, if I'm sick or some shit like that, I tell myself shit, I'm about to fix myself. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I get cut or scraped or some shit. Shit be done healed in the day. Like, it might sound crazy, but I don't worry about it.
It don't sound crazy now. Look, it seemed like you took over that format.
You know what I mean?
And you speaking in existence. You know what I mean? Having faith.
I just tell myself ain't nothing wrong with me type of shit. You know what I mean? But the biggest downtime for me, honestly, like when my mama passed, you know what I'm saying? I took a break on music, stupid break on music. It's like I was doing everything for her, you know what I'm saying? I had to knock down the door a few times, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just underground, you know what I mean? Like, I've been out here, you know what I'm saying? I've been underground type shit, doing shows, jumping in the labels and shit like that. And it'll be a situation where, you know what I'm saying? They be like, okay, we fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? So, like, before my mama passed, got her so soul, you know what I'm saying? I had a situation jumping out, so that shit made her happy as hell. Type shit. This is what I was doing with her. So when she passed, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I can't even do all the shit I wanted to do. But bullshit, you feel what I'm saying? I got to roll with the punches. And then she be up there looking like, damn, the fuck you chilling for?
So it's obviously you and your mother was close.
Like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That was my dog, like I said, everything. You know
she supported the music, everything. You know what I mean? That's what's up, bro. Like, I had one artist come on the Rise and they had a mother here. So I can imagine how they felt. You feel what I'm saying? But just having your mom or your pops involved with your music is like a different elevation. Because everybody don't get that. You feel me? So salute to you on that. And, you know what I mean? Send my condolences, you know what I mean, to your family and all that. You know what I mean? I lost my father too, 2016, on Christmas. So that was kind of crazy for me as being an artist, you know what I mean? But, sometimes the people that's viewing in, they want to know, they don't want to know everything that's good with y'all. They want to know certain things that's bad so they can look at y'all journey and try to, okay, well, damn, I'm going to rap them all, so fuck it. And that's how it really be happening. Niggas wake up tomorrow and be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm about to get in the lab, go make a song, and then all of a sudden now I'm going to grab me a manager, and now I'm lit. That's how easy it is to come in the game now. You know what I mean? But back in the day, what do you think about artists from I'd say from 2005 to like now? What do you think about the artists from 2005? How easy it is to get into the industry now than back then? This question for both of y'all.
Shit, if you want me to answer first, artist from 2005 to now, shit, I am an artist from 2005 to now. That, I ain't old like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's dope.
I am an artist from 2005 to now. I've been rapping since I could put words together in my head. You know what I'm saying? When I started freestyling, I had all my siblings and everybody looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker rapping. And I ain't even know I could do the shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just making the shit around. You know what I'm saying? Put the shit out your head. So I could rap for a long time. So like from 2005 to now, I've been trying to figure out my damn self how to get on. You know what I'm saying? So back then, you had to slam your shit out the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Make mixtapes, pass them bitches out, shit like that. Now it's downloads and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different way. You know what I'm saying? They'll pick up anybody now. Beforehand, you had to have some talent. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't about talent.
It ain't about talent. You got to get some viewing. You know what I'm saying? And then you up there.
So you was making records back then in 2005. So what was it though? Like, what did you have to do to like stay focused on the decade of music though? Like it changed.
It changed.
Every couple years it changed. So
I'm gonna be real. My music changed too because I'm like from a kid to now type shit. But like even now, like I can go listen to some of my old music when I sound young as hell, and I'm still talking about the same shit because that's my environment. You know what I'm saying? But I was talking about the kids music around that shit. So I'm like, damn, I'm really talking people real. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But you know what I'm saying? Like the music does change because times change. You know what I'm saying? So you got to. What I learned is the music industry is an ever-evolving industry. Once they open the door for it to be rap, because our category was rock. You know what I'm saying? They broke rock down and put it for rap. You know what I'm saying? Now, they broke it off for hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
The rock.
You know what I'm saying? Everything's supposed to be rock. What we doing right now. Like shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it that way, I don't even know where I was going with it, bro.
No, you was talking about how it was rock was the category, then they broke that down and
yeah, I don't even know why I bring that out. I was trying to inform y'all on something, but then my mind got that unlocked. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Oh, but you can answer that question though,
It's a way different approach, you know, especially from when I started. It was really about talent when I started. You know, you at the lunch table, you on a block or something like that, and people was listening to the lyrics, listening to the bars that you're spitting, and the creativity that you put behind it. But then as it progressed to now, it's like you got to have that sound that people can move to. You know what I mean? And at the same time, having that sound that people can move to. Like before, back in the day, all you had to be was a rapper. But now you got to be a whole entertainer. You can't just be a rapper, but you got to entertain. So your performances and everything that you do is what is going to drive your engine every single day now because of social media and how everybody's paying attention to social media.
well, speaking on social media, what are you guys are doing to be remembered by? Whenever y'all get these showcases, these events, these festivals, going out of town, you know, what are y'all doing? So as soon as y'all leave from there, they're like, you know, I remember Double RBG, I remember Code Red. What y'all doing?
Creativity is more than just getting up there and grabbing a mic from me. It's putting together a whole showcase, like regardless of whether you got the money for it or not. When somebody asks me to perform, I assemble the songs according to how I want to perform. And you know, and you gotta rehearse that and rehearse it and rehearse it. And even, I mean, getting to the point where you're adding, you know, fog and a whole lot of other things that's gonna pull in that attention. Your song might be dope. It might be dope, but those effects and everything like that is really what's gonna pull people in, like, and make them come out and want to see your show. And that's what I've been trying to, you know, get at with a lot of independent artists is that, you know, just show them you can, you know, entertain. So when for putting up these flyers and stuff like that. People was like, you know, that last event was dope. I seen what he did at the last event. Let me make sure I'm at this one. You know what I mean? Depending on what you do, because whenever you got me on there, I don't know about anybody else. When you got me on there, I'm gonna do my best to entertain the crowd for you. I don't care if I have to spend money to put behind it to make sure it's an entertainment situation and not just me getting up there grabbing the mic and spitting some lyrics.
That's a fact. What's your take, bro?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, what I do, anytime I hit a show, when I go out, my main objective is to make people remember me, you know what I'm saying? So when I get on the stage, I give the most energy I can get, you know what I'm saying? So when I turn it up, and it happens every time, I get off the stage, somebody want to talk to me.
Exactly.
And I make my relationships personal, because if you make a personal relationship, they're gonna always look at you, they're gonna always get your life, they're gonna always, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when I get off the stage, I make sure I bump into a few people, or I sit around for a few, and then somebody come bump into me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's such and such? Follow my Instagram, or put me in YouTube. Give me your phone. Put me in YouTube search bar. Like, I go in and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It be on the sleep. You know what I'm saying? But shit, look at my video. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Now you know every time I drop a video. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll be like, shit, give me your phone. I put my name in your Google. That's just gonna boost my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? People don't think about it like that, but put my name in your Google search bar. So now every time Google see me, stuff my shit pop up. You know what I'm saying? It just gonna help build that repertoire. You know what I'm saying?
And see, you know what? I be dropping free game too, because it's a lot of things that people don't think about, especially when you go into these showcases. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not like artists that go to showcases and the whole time before they perform, they either walking in and out, smoking, and you're not even really seeing the other artists, so you can't even really say shit about them because you ain't seen them perform. Now, as soon as you perform, you want all those artists that you was walking out on to be front and center, to see you. As soon as you perform, you bounce. That ain't network. That's gonna get, that's you gonna lose fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what people really want to see is people. When I say people, I'm talking about A&Rs. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about PRs. I'm talking about, you probably can have a program director from a radio station in that event, and you don't even know who they is. But they watching how people network, how artists network. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not being judgmental to nobody. I'm just giving y'all free game. You feel me? Also, people want to know how you get organic following. Shit, I don't care where I go. When I go to McDonald's, hey, you on Instagram? Follow me.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, tune in with what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Should I have you on the rise too, flipping burgers? Let's talk about it. How many burgers you flip a day? What time you get off work? Okay, boom. We got to start from somewhere. You on the rise. You feel me? But with the organic following, bro, you have to realize when you tapping in with other followers, like if a person hits you up and they follow you. Like, okay, so like, we'll say from a mutual friend, they say, you know, hey, follow this person. And you go look them up, you see it, you follow. Type of nigga like me, I'm going to go in your DM and say, yo, I appreciate the follow. That's going to start off the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? And as I'm doing this, whatever they post, yeah, I'm going to like it, I'm going to comment. Because when I post, they're going to like and comment. So now you're getting comments. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, because think about it. If you don't like nobody else's shit, ain't nobody going to comment on your shit. So how you getting shit organically? Nah. And when you deal with these campaign managers, they're going to tell you the same thing, bro. I just know the game. I know how the business go. I don't figure out social media. You know what I'm saying? I ain't figured out TikTok yet. I ain't even on TikTok. You got a TikTok?
Yeah, I got a TikTok, but I don't be on it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas be working the TikTok.
Oh, I mean, I'll be on it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My partners be on the TikTok and shit. You know what I'm saying? My little bro, you know what I'm saying? Shout out RRBG Trent. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. He got a TikTok. His TikTok was stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I won't be up on that because I wear so many hats. I really want to say I ain't got time for it, but I really do. But you know what I'm saying? Right now, I ain't got time for it. You know what I'm saying?
So what all do you do though besides just being an artist?
I'm all around everything. You know what I'm saying? A jack of all trades. You feel me? Like this. That's just to say that. You know what I'm saying? I build engines. You know what I'm saying? I work on cars, customize cars. You know what I'm saying? I can build jailhouse. You know what I mean? Like I'm real good with my hands. You know what I'm saying? Very handy. You know what I'm saying? I know what to do.
That's what's up, though. You know what I mean? What do you do besides being an artist, bro?
Oh man, pretty much I work, man, and I be a father and I be a husband, and I go to work and I take care of my wife. But outside of that, I mean, music is pretty much in my soul and everything that I do. I enjoy all the other things and motivating people and helping a whole lot of other people out in life. But it always comes back to music for me. I found no passion in too much of anything else. So I just really focus on making, the most passionate music that I could possibly make, and getting it out there so it may help somebody.
That's what it do, man. Hey, listen, I need y'all to share the line real quick. You know what I mean? We're about to go to another music break. Excuse me, with my nigga Duce. Hey, Duce, I want you to introduce that next record you got for us, bro.
Okay then. All right. So I'm coming at y'all with some more unreleased music. This next track called Five More Plays. You know what I'm saying? It's coming out this summer, so y'all just sit tight, hold tight. But right now, we're gonna drop it right now.
Let's go.
On the rise, y'all.
Let's go.
Weed on my hip, all this money in my jeans, put that beam on my wrist. Tell them I can rent your nothing, cause I need all of this. Summertime sunshine with the beam on that whip. Ain't no little woman, smoke we gon' be blowing like a train. I think they don't know their money, but they line, they lose his brain. I been getting to the money, I been doing it all day. And I just might go with it if I been 5 more plays. And I roll with the thing, yeah. Boy, I done got back that thing, yeah. Living like a kid when I walk out the bank, yeah. She came with her friends, I'm like, what do y'all drink? Yeah, tell me how you feel, cause I like how you think. I just wanna know how you feel, cause I like the way you think. Yeah, I'm married in a bill, she flew way out for the bank. She like smoke, smoke a pill, we got all that thing. I put her legs behind her heels in the house out by the lake. I need it when they rock it down. Can't stop, I can't wait. Yeah, play around like it's real, we gon' rock out the day. She said, Ruby's on the sweet, the cookies of that cake. I've been running it up on my way. I can't wait, yeah. Nigga wanna act like the nigga be bumping the chest. Bitch, I been moving that way. Yeah, I got the money to buy her respect. Let's make a movie today. She said the money be making a go for that cool one day. Just keep that heat on my hip. All the money in my jeans with that beam on my wrist. Tell them I can rent you nothing cause I need all of this. Summertime sunshine with the beam on that wheel. Let's get on there, let's get out. We gon' be blowing like a train. I think they don't know their money cause that line they lose his brain. I've been doing it all day. And I just might go with it if I been 5 more plays. Yeah, living like a kid when I walked out the bank. Yeah, she came with her friends. I'm like, what do y'all drink? Yeah, tell me how you feel, cause I like how you think. Yeah, let me out too much. It's coming out this summer now. If I'm on play. Maybe.
That shit was lit right there, bro. So that's unreleased right there.
Unreleased. I already got a ton of music out. So if you want to go on any search bar, type in Duce. Matter of fact, y'all just go look up my new single right now, and it's all out. My fault. My music be having me turned up, y'all. Go look up Duce Raincoat right now on all platforms. If y'all really want to check me out, find me on anything. Type in Duce Raincoat. And when you find that, just hit subscribe. You can find me on everything.
Hit that subscribe button, bro. Right now, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tap in on the Rise TV. Hit that subscribe button. You gotta know when your interviews dropping. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? This shit is logic thinking, man. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's talk about that record though. Like, when is it gonna be released? We see a video visual behind it. What's up?
See, right now, everybody wants visuals. You feel what I'm saying? We on the social media way, so what I've been doing, I feel like I've been going backwards. I just been giving y'all music. I've been giving everybody music. So I got to tell people to go get the music. I've been putting out visuals and stuff like that, picture-wise. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all want to see Duce. Y'all want to see me. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm about to come at y'all with right now, 2022, you know what I'm saying? I got to bring out straight videos. So I'm about to get y'all heat impression with these videos. So your boy behind the scenes working. If you don't think I'm working, I'm still working. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. So for the rest of the year, 2022, what can we look forward to with RRBG Duce?
What you can look forward to is my single Windmill coming out. Right now, I got Raincoat. Raincoat is in the strip club. Raincoat is on radio stations. Raincoat is in everybody's cookout. Y'all need to go tap in, you know what I'm saying? Type in Duce Raincoat. My single right now is out. Next thing you go, we got to look out for is Windmill. I just dropped a snippet, so go to YouTube and type in off the top RRBG Duce. Type in off the top RRBG Duce, and you'll see a snippet, a video of my new single that's about to come out next called Windmill. Next, I got another single that's gonna drop. These two I just came on here with, you know what I'm saying? These two that got me piped up like that. I'm dropping them too, you know what I'm saying? And then we got a mystery album coming out. But RRBG, the count, we still got projects coming out as well. So within all that I just told y'all, you know what I'm saying, it's all on the timeline.
So where to find you at one more time, man?
You can find me on any search bar, type in RRBG Duce, or you can go to Instagram, type in Duce_RRBG, or type in RRBG Duce. You know what I'm saying? Find your boy. Okay?
That's what it is, man. Can't forget about my homie Cool Red, man. Hey, listen, and you got this record called Crown Me King. We got to talk about it before we play it, though. Now, picking a title like that for one of your records, Crown Me King, what was going through your mind when you had that title, bro?
I was broken, like, you know, I have made some previous mistakes as a father, so it put me in a situation where I got incarcerated, lost my kid. I was locked up for like 5 months, lost everything to my name, had to rebuild it, get back up, and still fighting to this day with all that. So it was really in reference to, you know, the pressure was getting on me in life, just everything I was dealing with, and then, you know, I learned to flip it. So all that pain and all that struggle I was dealing with, I just flipped it. And I was like, you know, I embrace your pain. So if the devil coming at me like that, I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna laugh at you, and I'm gonna keep going. That's pretty much it's King of Pain, really, for me. It's not Crown Me King of Hip Hop. It's just King of Pain.
So say no more. Introduce that record for the people.
All right, this track right here is Crown Me King.
Let's get it.
Off my album, the Guard album. You can find it on all platforms, man. The Guard Code Red.
Let's get it.
There's a little black
Intervision.
It's the same old thing as yesterday.
I'm the king, man.
I have stood here before inside the bar.
All the pain in the world couldn't hold me back.
But it's my destiny to be the king of
And I've been locked down, confined in a cell, standing face to face with devils I done been in hell. And that light that you standing in, I'll never see. Even in the dark, I pray for my enemies. It's like the Lord knocked me down in the desert, man. The devil trying to get me, man. I got a better plan. Elevated to the sky, man. I'll never fall. Like a Statue of Liberty, gotta stand tall. Even when they put me in the freaking background, I'm a heavy hitter standing in the foreground. They took my kids for my life, and the pain is real. In the darkness in my music, that's just how I feel. And they just wanna hold me down, they wanna take my life. I'm a king on the throne, hope you see it right. I'm elevated in my life, hope you feel my pain. You wanna try me, king of pain when I do it, man.
the black spot on the sun today.
Yeah, cold red.
It's the same old thing as yesterday.
You gotta feel my pain, man.
Inside the
Crown me king of pain, man. I've seen so much pain in my lifetime. I done seen mothers cry when their son died. I done seen my best friend screw my baby mom. I done seen a grown man cry inside a wall. And it's cold and it's cold and it's lonely there. When the devil's in your face, man, you show no fear. I'm a soldier in this game, I never stand down. Determination never leave a man face down. Trying to put a life sentence on my back, man. It's like looking down a gun barrel trap, man. When the judge screws the trigger, ain't no coming back. It's a life sentence, man, put it on my back. I'm a heavy hitter, son, I'm the king of pain. And I stand on the throne as a menace, man. And the devil in my face better stand down. I'ma stand in this spot until I get it down.
black spot on the sun today.
Yeah.
It's the same old thing as yesterday.
Need you to feel my pain, man.
Inside the
All the pain in the world couldn't hold me back.
but it's my destiny to be the king of pain.
Go red. It's official. Crown me king of pain, man.
Yes, sir. Motherfucking Code Red Crown me king. Look, you be so lit in your performances, bro.
That was dope,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? You be so lit in your performances. You know, before we get up out of here, you know what I'm saying, kind of wrap things up. I know that you mentioned before, like, you know, a lot of people, they want to discriminate when it comes to, like, actual hip-hop, actual, you know, putting in those lyrics. You feel me? Because, like bruh said, what Duce said, like, you know, it ain't about having talent no more. People want to see how many followers you got. They want to see what you're doing there, working on social media. Is what you're going like is what's going to get you signed today. You feel me? All of the talent shit went out the window. You feel me? So like, as far as like with your lyrics and shit now, like being lyrical, like you feel like you want to switch that up for anybody, or you gonna keep going with Code Red does?
I'm gonna keep doing what I do. You know, I focus on, you know, making some classics that you could listen to 5-10 years from now. I mean, I could change and probably possibly make a hit, but my question would be, how long is that hit gonna last if it's not relatable to the people? You know, it might be good this year, and next year it just drop off the map. I try to make songs that people can listen to years from now. Like kind of like my song "My Fears" that I made almost 3 years ago, but people just now hearing it and they love it. They still playing it. People that heard it then are still playing it now, and I'm just like, God, I got to give y'all something else, because y'all just keep.
But shit like that. Listen, like I told you, you feel me? Like what's new, what's old to you is new to everybody else.
Yeah.
So you want to keep hitting them with that single everywhere you go at. Keep hitting them with that single. Shit, just because you played it out in Fayetteville, don't mean you played it out in Raleigh.
Exactly.
Because you got a whole different, you know, platform in Raleigh. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I do want to say this though. You know, before we get your last inspirational words and shout outs, give me your top 5, bro, all time.
Top 5? Shoot. Well, my top 5 is always going to be Eminem, Jay-Z. You know, I got Tupac and Biggie in there, and Jadakiss.
Okay, that's a good top 5.
Oh, don't say that way.
Your last inspirational words for the people, for the viewers, for your fans, supporters, anybody.
You know, the biggest thing that I have to say is, you know, don't get the inspiration I would give to anybody is, you know, don't get caught up too much in you know, trying to blow up and all this money and trying to chase the fame. Just make the music, enjoy the music, and enjoy the journey, because there's a lot of things on that journey that if you don't focus on, you got to appreciate your accomplishments, no matter if it's a performance or a new song or anything that you do. Just take your time and enjoy it, because it's your career, it's your legacy, and you want to remember that, and you want everybody to remember everything that you do. That's why I go all out for every single song, every single performance. I put it all in.
That's a fact. Any last shout outs?
Shout out to, Hip Hop Cinema. And also my label right now, Over Records, with Christina White. Yeah, and definitely shout out to BMP, everything that y'all do for me. For sure. and that's pretty much it. My wife and my mom that supports my music, like, to the core. I thank her for that. You know what I mean?
Thanks. So, Duce, what you got for me, man? Your top 5, brother.
I ain't gonna lie, the whole time Cole Red over there talking, I'm pondering, and I'm like, who is my top 5? I got a wide range of music because I'm like well-rounded when I'm with. Man, I probably would have said like Beethoven or somebody like that. Like, but I listen to so much stuff, you know what I'm saying? I can't really make the top 5, but I know my number 1 would be me. Exactly. I like music. I like to hear music that ain't nobody heard yet. By the time I get to a song and then everybody playing around town and they watering it down on the radio, I'm like, damn, I gotta find a new song. I'm the only artist I can find that don't release music. Yeah, I can keep bumping line. You know what I'm saying? Before I give it to y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I like me because I surprise myself sometimes.
So your top 5 is RRBG, RRBG, RRBG. You know what though? You're the first artist from season 1 and season 2 that ever came up here. And when we asked that question, the top 5, you gave yourself.
I mean, I ain't even trying to be cocky, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? You got to, I branded myself, you feel what I'm saying? So that's me. I got to do that every day, you feel what I'm saying? So if you gonna be your number 1 fan, you gonna find a number 1 fan, you feel what I'm saying? Because I'm my number 1 fan, you feel what I'm saying? So I believe in myself before anybody else. That's the only way it's gonna work, you feel what I'm saying?
Facts. Any last
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Any last inspirational words for your viewers, people? Fans, supporters?
Inspirational quote for the people. Don't give up. You can do anything you want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when they told you can do that, they won't lie. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't easy though. It ain't shit easy. Ain't nothing in this world easy. But don't give up. Anything you want to do, go for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
RRBG Duce. Shout out me. Shout out RRBG the game. RRBG Trent. Shout out Rondo. Shout out everybody. Yayo Cash, shout out Focus, you know what I'm saying? Yes, man. Shout out everybody in the field, shout out that boy Bizo, you know what I'm saying? Okay, then. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
A whole lot of bullshit.
I know how you feel being on the Rise TV. It's his first time being up here. How you feel, being on the Rise TV, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I come up here to lit a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I had to get my mind right, you know what I mean? But my music self is explanatory, you know what I'm saying? So like every time I play one of my songs, that shit just put me back in the focus. Because like a lot of people just be making music because it rhymes and shit like that. I can hear one of my songs and that shit tell you about a day that I just had. You know what I'm saying? Like, believe it or not, there's some shit that's really done happen. So if you pay attention to any one of my songs, you really listening to my life. You know what I'm saying? Real gang shit. Okay.
That's what it is, man. Well, look, I salute both of y'all for being on the Rise TV. You again, being on the Rise TV, you know what I'm saying? And you had a lot of encouragement to come up here today after your situation, bro. So I definitely want to salute you one more time on that. My last inspirational words is, y'all know what I'm going to say. Can't nobody stop your train if you the conductor, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You drive your train, people get off on stops, but you keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Always get your music registered. Get your shit copyrighted. You know what I'm saying? Let's start promoting the right way. Artist development, always going to be important. I don't care how long you've been in the game. You can sit down for 3 years and come back. The game done changed. So you need artist development again. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, they can spit, but they can't perform. You know what I mean? And when you're dealing with these labels, and even if you want to go independent, you got to lead by example. Don't be a CEO and have an artist hotter than you. They can perform hotter than you.
that got more energy hotter than you. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you're teaching and leading by example anytime you're dealing with multiple personalities. You know what I'm saying? Multiple artists under your label or whatever. Even if it's just you by yourself, just make sure that you're doing and following the right procedures of getting your music out and engaging with people and network with people and go to these different type of clubs or whatever like that. My last shout outs, I want to shout out BMP, the label, Business Minded People, you know what I'm saying, the whole label. I want to shout out the winning team. I want to shout out that whole label because they really held it down. They believed in Business Minded People. I think I interviewed all of them, you know what I mean? And they got like 9 artists and they was coming back to back. So definitely shout out to them. Shout out to RRBG, you know what I mean? Duce, shout out to Code Red, shout out to Focus, Domolish, Lizzie, Yayo, you know what I mean? Shout out to the brothers in the background right here, you know what I mean? And shout out to the audience, you know what I mean? For always tapping in on the Rize TV Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. We do this shit every day. We'll open the weekend up. If it's exclusive shit, we'll open it up. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all follow us. Make sure y'all follow BMP the label. Make sure y'all subscribing and liking to the page too, though. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all do that because y'all niggas don't like subscribing to nobody else's page. But y'all want somebody else to subscribe to y'all page. We got to do better as people, artists, producers, engineers, managers, CEOs, all of that. So let's make sure we're doing that. But we've been on the motherfucking Rize TV. I want to give out one last shout out to the Dancing Trucker, man, for tapping in on the Rize TV. This man was on Steve Harvey, bro, and he decided to tap in on the Rize TV. So that's dope for our platform. Make sure y'all looking out for the flyers. We got more dope people coming. This shit don't stop. I do it in live in person. I also do it virtually too. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Atlanta too. They fucking with us heavy right now. You know what I mean? So y'all already know what it is. Tune in tomorrow night. We got some more special guests that's going to be in the hot seat. You already know what time it is. Y'all need a radio interviews. I am with iHeartRadio, WDRB Media, Sirius XM, Hip Hop Nation, all that. So if y'all want radio interviews, tap in with your boy. I got y'all in my DM. You already know what it is. Y'all have a good motherfucking night. It's a wrap.
You know, I BMP. Real. Oh. The paper stays on bullet, and please stay out my face.